Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be channeling Nikola Tesla. There was a poll taken in my group, Intuitive Angel Messages, on Facebook. I love to, bring certain energies forward, channel different energies, talk about different topics. If you're on my YouTube channel, Kristin Davies, you definitely can see that there's a variety of different topics that we love to do, and it all is generated from my group on Facebook, Intuitive Angel Messages. And this time around, everyone voted for Nikola Tesla. So we have several questions from everyone that wanted to hear from Nikola on varying different topics, and I'm really excited to bring this forward for everybody. As you've seen in the introduction, the next upcoming Mediumship for Beginners online course is coming up January 15th till the 30th. There's going to be several mediums on hand to assist in a private group, and you can participate along with us for 2 full weeks for $125 US, which is, I don't think anyone else is offering it for that. But the reason why I am is because I really want to help as many people as possible connect with their team of angels, their spirit guides, their loved ones, and be able to know that there are varying different ways that they are attempting to communicate with you. And I think it's really, really important to be able to have that connection in life. It is just really the most wonderful blessing that has ever occurred in my life. And back in the day, I didn't have that support. I didn't have the people to come to talk about certain topics or certain things that are unfolding. You know, there's certain things that are unfolding right now, like ascension and ascension symptoms. And, these are the types of things that we're going to be covering in this course. And it's really important to feel that support and that love from not only the other side, but those of us in person. And so I am going to be bringing that forward again for 2 weeks. And if you would like to learn more and you want to participate, you can go to KristinDaviesMedium.com, or you can also find me on Facebook at Kristin Davies page. And again, we're doing a lot of different channelings here on Facebook in Intuitive Angel Messages, and I'm really excited to bring forward Nikola today. Woohoo! So let's get to the questions. Poppy would like to ask, would it be possible to ask if he had communications with aliens when he was alive, which has been suggested for a long time? If so, how was the communication initiated? Thank you in advance. So that's the first question right out the gate. I love it. Nikola's stepping forward, and he is just tipping his hat forward. And I'm just going to see what else he would like to say first. Oh, that's so nice. He says it's an honor to be able to channel through me. And he says that I am a... okay. He's saying that I'm a wise, he says I'm a smite. He says, it's even hard for me to channel him saying these things. Anytime they're praising me, I find it difficult, as you all know. But he's calling me a smart, wise one. Okay, so I try. But you know what? I learn from them. So whatever I'm bringing forward, it's because Spirit has shown me the way. Yes. He says that I also, I bring forward a lot of innate wisdom from my own being. That's really nice of him to say that. So that's really nice. Okay. Okay. He's joking that he's on the clock. So here we go. Do you want to answer this first question? Oh, the first thing he wants to say to everybody is, if you'd like him to come forward in your life and you'd like him to help you or guide you or assist you, he will do so. At this time, he is working with several individuals on the earth plane right now, approximately, give or take, 1,000 people he is working with. And he would like to add to that group of people that he is helping. And so if you would like to ask him to step forward and help you in your life, he is available to do so. Okay. He's doing a lot of work here on Earth. He's kept very busy. He's saying that. He's working with innovators, and he's working with those who are creating and developing here on Earth. And he's going to get into that further as well during this recording. All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So the first question is, when you were alive, were you ever interacting with aliens? He's chuckling and he's laughing at that a little bit because we are all interacting with aliens, he's saying. ET energies, okay? They are coming here on Earth and they are interacting with each of us throughout each lifetime. Many of these energies are beings in which we have incarnated with in other lifetimes. And there are so many energies here working with us, helping us, guiding us, assisting us. He says there's also energies that are doing the opposite. So although he says that these are going to be cleaned up over time, he says it's really important as to where you place your attention, your focus. So wherever you're placing your attention and your focus in life, really pay attention to that. Where are you placing your thoughts? Where are you placing your attention? What are you placing it on? Because if you drop in vibrational frequency for long periods of time, he would like you to call him in to help lift you back up. It's important to be a vibrational match for the high vibrational beings that are here helping and guiding and assisting us. That's what's most important, including himself, one of the high vibrational beings helping us. So as far as like interacting with ETs, did you know that you were having interactions with aliens or ETs in your lifetime? Let's ask that. Let's narrow it down. No, 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 no. He says, no, no, no. Although I was. A lot of the information, the guidance coming through was received by outside energy, yes. However, I too had a direct connection with my higher self and the innate wisdom that was flowing forth through me through that lifetime as well. Thank you. Okay. So it was coming in from multiple areas, the information. Okay, Ursula, could you ask Nikola about free energy? I believe he had already discovered how to bring it into being and had drawn up plans showing how to do it. However, these plans seem to be lost. Does he have any thoughts on whether mankind will ever find the process again? And does he have any tips on a good starting point? He's just answering each of your questions. Yes, he had discovered free energy. He's saying that many in power, he's using the word corrupt, and they didn't want to bring that forward because it wasn't financially lucrative for them. Not in the ways in which they had brought forward at that time. And he's also saying that back in that time, they didn't have the mindset to understand what he was doing. They understood it, but it wasn't lucrative for them. First of all, there was corruption involved, and they kind of, what's the wording you're saying there? They just kind of like, what's another word you want to use? Shuffled him to the side. Like, no. And he didn't have the means to bring it to the forefront, and he's also talking about it being corrupt at that time. Okay, so do you have any ideas of if mankind will be able to bring free energy to the planet again? This is where he lights up. His energy is raising up. I can feel it around me. It's just, now he's excited to talk about this, okay? Yes. And he's saying it in threes. Yes, yes. And this is part of the innovation that he is working on with others, developing in this way, this process. And once it catches on, similar or like how electric vehicles are catching on, he's not saying it's the same, okay? He's saying it's similar, like, oh yeah, okay, so we had hybrid cars, and then now we have electric cars, and they're going to catch on because people care about the environment and they care about the planet, and it's this too with free energy is going to catch on. Plus the savings will be huge per household as well, as companies, businesses as well. And mankind is now starting to look at the overall planet and the planet's well-being, including our own. We need more sustainable ways of doing things moving forward, including electric cars. He's really hinting at that. Rather than polluting our environments, it's important to look at sustainable, long-term ways of doing things, advancements. And that's really important. Okay. Does he have any thoughts on, okay, yes, and okay, so here he's talking about a starting point, right? I'm just reading the last part of your question there. And so the starting point is every which way that you can manage, locate, assess your lifestyle in a way that is less of an imprint on the earth and the collective here is good for the earth and everyone here. He's talking about time again, okay? So he's bringing this back to the time again. And he's saying that, time is running out. And there will be a point where we will tip, and it will be very difficult to get things back to the way that they were. The environment, he's talking about pollution, garbage. There needs to be more sustainable ways of doing things. And he says, although it's really beneficial right now in the ways in which companies are stepping forward, individuals are stepping forward, and starting to clean up the oceans and starting to clean up the planet. However, we need to be doing much more locally, individually. We need to be doing more. He can't emphasize enough how important it is for individually each of us stepping forward. So rather than polluting the air with exhaust and gasoline, he's suggesting moving in the direction of, and he understands that maybe some of us cannot do that right now, but have it in your mindset and start making a strategy and saving and make it your goal to move in the direction of having an electric car. He's using that as a starting point, as an example. He also likes us cleaning up our environments, ways of recycling and reusing. Always think about everything that you're doing and how is it going to impact the collective here, the environment, and the earth herself. Always, in every step that you're taking on a daily basis, he says. Okay. He says in his day, when he was alive here on the planet, the imprint was a lot less. There was fewer people on the planet. We didn't have the advancements. We didn't have the products that are out on the market right now that we can't even recycle or reuse. He's using for an example, glass bottles of milk. So glass bottles of milk, you can reuse the glass. You can disinfect the glass and reuse it. Whereas now everything's plastic. Plastic will be the downfall of us all if we do not find another way. And he's being very straight about that. Very direct. Okay, so Bonnie is asking, I would like to thank him for his work, and I'm sorry he was not supported in his time. But now the truth of free energy is out, and he is admired worldwide for his forward thinking and giving nature. Also, one question is it true that he had a connection with the giants race on Earth? He's chuckling at this, and he's just doing this. So do you want to say some words behind that? The answer is no. Okay, the answer is no to that. And he's chuckling and he finds it humorous. Okay, so yeah, the answer is no. Okay, do you want to say anything else? No. Okay, Sandra's asking, does he think that the current petroleum-heavy economy and politics will stifle the newer environmentally friendly inventions? It's going to be a slow transition, he says, but it will start locally and individually with each of us. When you start making different decisions, choices, and actions, you take your attention and your money away from the larger corporations that are polluting the environment. And there are different ways of doing things here on the planet in which we need to consider and start moving towards. And as soon as we start to do this locally and individually, this is when things will start to, and he says it already is starting to change. He said there are some locations on the planet that are very much into recycling and reusing, such as where I live, he says. But other locations on the planet do not recycle, and they don't have a mindset of reusing. So it will start with each of us individually. So do you see this stifling environmentally friendly inventions at all? It will be a gradual transition from one to the other. He says the younger generation that is growing up on the planet, and even those who are to come, will make a massive stand and will move even more drastically in this direction, knowing that the planet and each of the people on the planet and all the animals, everything, everyone here is at stake. And that's how serious things need to be taken. He says, thank you, dear ones. What is the impact of political pressure, greed, and greed factor? He wants us to take our attention away from that and not focus on it, not giving it our attention, our energy, and move it inwards individually on ourselves. What can we do to make changes and make a different impact on the environment around us? That's what is most important. Turn your attention away from those who are, as you say, in power, and move in the direction of going inwards and doing your own thing. Focus your energy inwards and take action steps individually and locally. Locally meaning helping locally in your local area. You can help others even start moving in this direction. He's also bringing up, like in my local area, a lot of people are doing communal gardening. So they're really starting, and we have a lot of farms here that are growing the produce here. So where am I going to spend my money? Am I going to go to the local grocery store where I can spend my money on that produce, or will I go out during the season and support the local grown produce? So I go to the farms. I go and promote and it tastes better and it's better for you. So that's what he means by locally, okay? Support the local environmental ways of doing things. Take initiative, take action. Even the simplest of different choices can make a massive impact globally, he says. Okay. Anja is asking, this will be awesome, awesome channeling. Thank you. First question is, do you have any advice on how to open enough to receive great ideas as you are getting yours, either from source or other light beings? Oh, does he ever? Okay, I'm just going to let him sit back and say what he suggests. Most of you have really busy minds and you have very busy, active lifestyles. There isn't enough room in here to receive the divine's messages. The divine, he's saying, meaning your team of angels, your loved ones, your spirit guides, your higher self, God. All of this energy is here waiting to assist you. Even myself, should you wish. He says that you can practice this on your own, whether it be by creating quiet moments throughout the day, slowing yourself down, slowing your schedule down, creating more stillness within your mind, meditating, doing fun, uplifting activities that ground you more into your body. Because when your mind is really busy and you're all over the place, you're not grounded into your vessel. So it's really important, in order to receive guidance from the other side, to be grounded into your vessel, to have that peaceful stillness within. Even if you can do that for moments throughout your day. The other way to do it is by joining a group of individuals that are going to help practice and teach you, help you learn how to do it. That would be the fast tracking way of doing things. He is mentioning again the mediumship course that I'm going to be offering. But again, I always say to everybody, if you are drawn to coming and taking the course that I'm offering January 15th to the 30th, then come. If it's flat, if it's like there's no oomph behind it, or you feel a pullback in your vessel, then don't come. Don't take it. Maybe it's not the right time, or it's just not what's best for you in your life at this time. But definitely, he's saying that if you want to move along quicker, you joining others, other light, high vibrational beings, to support one another in these courses and classes, you can do this. Or the third option, he's saying, is that you hire someone to work with you one-on-one, and you can practice an hour at a time, showing you the how to do it. Okay. So, like way back when, I didn't have anyone to do that with. I had my team of angels, and that was a gradual process. And so, the way that I show how to do things is the way in which I have been taught from my guardian angels and the ascended masters and the archangels. And it's not just about mediumship, as I've said before. It is far more than that. It's about your energy. It's about your frequency. It's about how you can shift yourself, and how you can pick up on the different ways that they're communicating that maybe you weren't even realizing were occurring. So those are the three ways that he suggests: on your own, with a group of supportive people helping you, or one-on-one with an individual that can help show you how to do it. Okay, so the next question you have is, are you planning to reincarnate to Earth again? Thank you both. You're welcome, Anja. Okay, so are you planning to reincarnate on Earth again? He is, but not for a time. So it's not going to be in the immediate future. It'll be further along down the road. He says, he's kind of chuckling. He's laughing, and he's saying he prefers to come back when things start to really turn around. He can do more on the other side, and he can help more from the other side to get things turned around here on Earth than he could in person. So this is where he will stay, helping many from the other side. He's omnipresent, so that means he can help multiple individuals and get things fast-tracked, turning things around in many different ways, many different innovations, many different developments, creators, people that are initiating from the other side. And then when things turn around, he will come back to reap the rewards in physical form. I love that. Awesome. Okay, Tracy, I know he had said his ideas came from another dimension. Could you ask him to expand on that, please? They did. Many of them did. Many insights, much information was channeled. But he says that he was very introverted, and he went inwards quite a bit and created more of a quiet environment for him to receive this information. He realized that it wasn't coming from him, but being given to him, information given to him from outside of him. Energy was trying to assist him in bringing forward many innovations, not just free energy. But again, it was during a time when many didn't want to listen. There was corruption and power involved, and he did his best. He's enjoying, and he finds it fascinating how his work and what he was trying to show others is now coming around at a time when humanity is now ready to receive this information and this learning, this teaching. That's cool. Christine is asking, are we still not ready for all discoveries he had? If not, when will we be ready? He says we are ready, and the time is now, and the time is now to act now, acting now, taking action steps now, individually and locally. And he's working on new innovations and new creations through others. and also implementing some of his own creations that he had discovered when in a human vessel, and also new innovations that he has created on the other side, and implementing those through others to bring to the forefront on Earth. He likes to think of himself as the catalyst, the engine working behind the scene. I love that. Helping to create new innovations and creations in order to support and sustain, help those here on Earth and the Earth herself. His top priority is the Earth herself, and then that stems out from that, helping each of us. But without her, none of us can survive on her back. None of us can survive or thrive here. So that's his sole focus. Really, he says he's looking at it from a vantage point of helping to save humanity, and by fast tracking certain discoveries, innovations, creations through others, and initiating and conversations like this through this dear one, and instigating others to start taking action steps locally and individually. Okay. 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 Katie asks, Katie, sorry, what does Nikola Tesla have to say about the future of quantum science research and healing professions? He's doing this. They're going on the rise. They're going to be going on the rise. Okay. So there's going to be more of that on the planet. He has his fingers or his hands in on this. Many different things that are unfolding on the planet right now, primarily with research, innovating, implementing new ways of doing things, and strategies as well. He's talking about strategizing with healing professions. He's not as hands-on in on that side of things, but again, that is going to be going up on the rise as well. And he really suggests that many of us take advantage of healing professions. First of all, learning, being trained in them, but also taking advantage and also having healings performed on you to help you. To help you with your physical body, to help you with your energy, to help you with your mind, to help you with your chakras, to help you with free flowing and integrating more of your higher self's energy through your vessel. It's really about cleaning out the old, the heavier, denser vibrational frequency through your vessel in order to make room for more high vibrational frequency and to make things easier on yourselves. Okay. Melinda would like to ask, will we humans be using free energy on a large scale in this lifetime, or when? Many are starting to implement ways of leaving very little footprint on the planet in varying different ways. He says he could get into that, but we all have an idea of many of those different ways. Like he's using solar panels in my mind, and thermal energy, he's saying. So there's many different ways, okay? But this will progress and become more and more so as we move forward. Okay. Drastic changes will be made, but this will be a gradual process as humans begin to awaken and wake up on the planet. Many will choose the path of ascension after awakening, if they are energetically ready. Okay. So have you incarnated at all since your last lifetime, or are you incarnated now? Here's another question. No. No, he hasn't, and no, he isn't. He's working from the other side. Tara's asking, does he have anything to say on the new earth? He's just clapping and smiling, and he is excited for it, and he's happy that it's starting. It's been happening for a while, but now things are really taking off, building, growing, starting to really advance. And he says, and he's riding the wave of this. He's riding the wave of this high vibrational frequency coming in, and it's helping to open people up as they are shifting in vibrational frequency higher up. And so when they open up and they're becoming more awake, more aware, he's able to get in there and help us even more. We're not as closed off. We're not as heavy in vibration. And he's really he's just saying he's really happy about this. Being happy is an understatement, Kristin. He just said that. So he's really, really ecstatic about it, and he loves it. How's that sound? He says, more than that, more than that. Okay. Carol. Okay. Do you communicate with Elon Musk? Yes, from time to time. When he is allowing, and when there is a okay, do you want to say that again? There's times where he's able to reach Elon more easily than other moments. So when the moment is right, when the mind is quiet, he's able to reach him. Other moments he's not able to reach him. So he's in contact with him from time to time. Okay. And he has assisted Elon by channeling guidance through him. Some of it he has listened to, and other parts of it he's not ready for. There's more to come from Elon in the future, he says, and he's really excited about it and happy about it. So he's going to be bringing forward more advancements in the future, more than we can conceive of at this time. So stay tuned for that. Betsy, did you communicate with spirit when you were alive? Okay, if so, did you ever tell anyone you were communicating with spirit? Not many. Not many. He's saying that largely, like when he passed away, that was something that really came out about him from others, because it made good headlines that he was communicating with spirit. But in truth, he says we all are channeling all the time. We're just doing it unconsciously. And what this dear one is doing is bringing it to the forefront in being more awake, aware, conscious ways of channeling. Showing others how to channel, and also bringing to the forefront the ways in which your spiritual teams are communicating with you that you may not realize at this time. You may not have realized, and you may not realize at this time. Dorota, I love this question. Is the cell phone 5G safest for us? Is there any product that we can use to protect ourselves from 5G? Oh, his energy's sinking. It's coming really down, and it's becoming really serious. Okay. Okay, he wants to talk about cell phones in general first, and then he's going to move into your questions. Limit your time on your cell phone. If you go to sleep at night, please place it away from you. If you must have it near you for a time or alarm clock, or maybe you need to have the cell phone near you in case your loved ones are trying to reach you, please place it in a bedside drawer to remove it from you when you're sleeping. He also is recommending that maybe you do not place it next to your body for long periods of time. He's also placing in my mind there are products that you can purchase that help to stifle the energy coming from the cell phone. One of them is called Radi Wave, RADI-Wave, and it's a mobile radiation shield, and you place it on your cell phone. Personally, I have used this, and I have found it really worked. When I hold a cell phone that doesn't have it on, and then I notice it right when I put it on my cell phone, that the energy was not penetrating into my hand and making it ache as much. So when I hold two cell phones next to each other, one has it on, the other one doesn't, you can tell a drastic difference, in my opinion. And I've had many friends do the same thing where they hold it in their hands and they've noticed a huge difference. I actually have another one ready to arrive shortly. You can put it on really anything that you would like to shield. It's not just your cell phone, but this is meant for your cell phone. And again, it's called Radi-Wave, RADI-Wave. And they're only like, the more you order, the cheaper they get. So I say put them on everything. They only last for around a year. I paid $9.99, but the more you order, the lower the price gets. I think they get down to like $6.99, $7.99. Personally, I've noticed a huge difference with them, and I really would recommend them. So I go radi-wave.com, and I would definitely go purchase them. Okay, so he's just clapping on that. So it's really taking action step to limit this energy from your body, from your vessel, from your energy as well. It's very beneficial. It's opened up a lot of doors for many people to have access to these communication devices. However, we also need to remember that these devices can impact and affect our energy and our bodies. So make things easier on ourselves. We can take these action steps. And he just wants to remind us that there's also going outside into nature and just going outside and enjoying the outdoors, which is really important. Okay, so the 5G cell phone. Do you want to talk about that? It's gonna. He's talking about it having even more energy coming from it. So it's really important to limit your. He's saying more. That's what he's saying. So put a Radi Wave sticker. It's like a square thing that you place right on your cell phone to block. He doesn't really recommend excessive use of any cellular phone devices, is what he's saying. Is there any product that we can use to protect ourselves from 5G? This is where he's thinking. And he's getting really serious about it. I do not recommend 5G. I cannot make suggestions other than world leaders blocking this from taking place in your communities. Many of you will need to rally to make sure that this does not move forward. There's a feeling behind this, like this is another way to control the populace. Influence or affect the population in an unhealthy way. He's using it as an example when he talks about excessive food coloring and sugar in all grocery products. It's near impossible to cut out sugar entirely because it's in everything. He's using this as an example. We really need to be the individuals in our own lives that rally for ourselves. It's still to be determined in regards to 5G whether it will take off or not. Many are creating a very strong kickback towards it taking off. He highly, really does not recommend it at all. It's not beneficial for our health, our bodies. It's not good for us. Okay. All right. So the next question from Paul is, were you ever a Pleiadian in any of your other lifetimes? Yes. This is correct. Yes, he was. And what did you do when you were a Pleiadian? If you want to say some of the... he's always been scientific in nature, studies, research, innovation, developing, implementing. It gives him great reward, great satisfaction with his creations, always for the benefit, the betterment of those in his community, and also those on the planet in which he would reside. He's always been a thinker. It's just how he is. This is just how he is. It's how his energy is. And he is meant to implement this through the lifetimes in which he has had, and also through others who are here on the planet. And he's working with them. Yes. Does he have any tips on how to quiet the mind and how to receive information from spirit? That is the last question. Meditation. Slowing your schedules down. Spending more time on your own, even if for brief periods, brief moments. Creating moments of quiet and stillness. Peace, tranquility, contemplation moments out in nature. Even if you are able to get out of the house and just sit in the car, or even better yet, turning the car on and going somewhere on your own. He's chuckling. It's okay to take care of yourself first. And that's what he really wants each of us to know. To take good care of ourselves. Because how can we be there for others unless we take good care of ourselves first? He's saying, thank you, dear ones. Please call upon me should you wish. And I will step forward. I will come forward into your lives, your life experience, and help you, guide you, and assist you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And if you want more information of the upcoming courses, classes, you can go to KristinDaviesMedium.com.